my name is Ava and welcome to my very first knitting podcast. I am a huge fan of the fiber arts, and obviously that means I watch a lot of YouTube, and I am definitely obsessed with watching knitting podcasts. I'm pretty sure I've binged every single one I can find, and I thought since I love them so much I would give a go at doing my very own. Yeah, so let's just, I guess I can tell you a little bit about myself. I live in Australia. I just finished my university literally like a few weeks ago, and so I am a little bit aimless right now. I have a few things lined up, but pretty much have a good chunk of time to kind of make some big life decisions. Yeah, so I guess I have some free time, and I'm really super passionate about knitting and a little bit passionate about crochet, and yeah, I thought I would love to contribute to the beautiful community we have here. So I guess it will follow the normal stages. We've got my finished objects, then we have, I have like a miscellaneous. It has been finished but it's now a whip, and then a few more whips to go at the end, and so I don't really have that many finished objects. This is my first podcast, and so I guess I should probably say how long I have been knitting. I think according to my Instagram, the very first post I made about knitting, I think I made a scarf, and that was in September of last year. So I haven't been doing it for a while, but I've really immersed myself in it and basically haven't stopped. But at the same time, it means I don't have that many projects complete. Before I started knitting, I was doing a lot of crochet. I'm sure that's how a lot of people, I don't know, get into it, but I like severely injured my wrists, and I was unable to do anything for like a year, so I had like a year break, and then I came back to crochet, and it was causing me pain, and it kind of wasn't bringing me the same joy as it was before. And I don't know, I'm scrolling through Instagram all the time and seeing all these beautiful pieces everyone's made knitting, and I kind of thought I couldn't do it. It looked really tricky. I was all on top of crochet, but it seemed like a huge leap, but I'm so glad I did. I find it so much more rewarding. I love having like a big project that takes so much time and you put in so much effort, but at the end you get a gorgeous, I don't know, wearable piece of art. I'm obsessed, and it's like going shopping. I get the same joy. Yeah, so this first finished object, I have to be honest, it was actually from a while ago. I'm not really sure if I should include it, but it's kind of my only like big finished piece, and that is my Moby sweater by Petite Knit. Oh, so beautiful. I'd made one sweater before. I made I think it's called Jupiter jumper or something, and it's gorgeous. I love it as well. I wear it all the time, but this one was kind of more, it was definitely more complicated, and I definitely learnt a lot, and I just love how it turned out. So fantastic. But after knitting this, I was kind of unsure what I wanted to make next. It took me a really long time to decide, and I don't know, I'm not sure if I made the right decision. So I don't know, this is breaking the order, but the next huge project I decided to do was the Ingrid sweater, also by Petite Knit. And I think, you know, everyone always talks about how like fun and like interesting the pattern is, and I'm sure it is if you haven't literally made the Moby sweater right before. I don't know, it's just, it's, oh, okay, it's beautiful. I decided to do this hot pink. This yarn is hand dyed. I think it's called Yarn by Jane. And it's this stunning fluoro pink. And I paired it with a mohair. I paired it with Drops Kid Silk. Yeah, Yarn by Jane. And it was a birthday present from my mum. It's so beautiful. But I just don't really have much motivation to keep going with this project. It's just too similar to what I was doing before. And I even finished the body. Really don't have much more to go. The increases stumped me for a while. Oh, the decreases on the arm, but I just decided to skip them all for this section, and then I'll continue the decreases after, which I saw in Ravelry some people were doing, and it looked perfectly fine, and it was causing me heartbreak, so I thought I'm not gonna do it. I'm sure it will look fine. Yeah, but I think this one is definitely gonna fit a little bit more how I like than the Moby. Like, the Moby is beautiful, but I did make it, yeah, a little bit tight. The collar, like, because of the folded collar, like, the neck is just like a little bit tight, and it kind of like chokes me a little bit. And I was thinking of undoing it and like joining it a little bit looser, but I don't know, as you'll see in the future, I'm not really sure if I will actually get back to finishing it if I do that. And I mean, I'm still wearing it quite a bit, and I kind of don't notice it after a while, so I think potentially just the more I wear it, the looser it will get anyway. I'm just kind of suffering through it for now, but yeah. So yeah, whip. And okay, I got so lazy. I was just so sick of this project. I was sick of the mohair, sick of having to like rip things back, and I did not do the Italian tubular bind off for the neck, and I definitely have to redo it, because what is going on here? It's like, it's so funny. It's just like, and I'm contemplating, should I just add elastic? Will that solve my problem? But I still think, it's an expensive jumper. It took a long time. I might as well just make it perfect. And it won't take me that long once I get down to doing it. But yeah, I've kind of just been working on this a little bit every night, not really as my #1 project. That's, I guess, another one. I'll quickly show you some of the other things I have actually finished. They haven't been massive, but I did make this adorable little frog with a little sweater. And I think it's called Frog by Claire Garland. And I just made it using some scrap yarn I had at home. The brown is actually from the Moby sweater. And so cute, it was so fun. I pretty much finished, I guess, most of the frog in an afternoon, and then just like another couple of hours on the jumper. And I actually made a second one for my friend's birthday, which I used the hot pink to make the stripes. So cute. And I made that for her birthday, and I love this pattern. I think everyone should make it. It's a joy. The other tiny little things I made is I made some scrunchies using this book I got for my birthday, and I haven't made anything else yet from it, but I definitely have my eye on some of the sweaters, or maybe like the ombre tee. Oh, so beautiful. But I did get some inspo, how she uses like the beads within the knitting, and I made up a little swatch which I seamed together and made a little beaded bag. I think, yeah, it's so cute. I definitely want to make something else using the beads because it feels so nice, makes such a nice sound. Yeah, and it looks so good. I wore it to a music festival, and all the good vibes there. I did line it, but I did like a shocking job and it's like already come undone. So I think I might take it out and try that again. Or even, because you know, the strap isn't that good either. Definitely could have done a better job on that. And maybe do an I-cord or something, because this is just crocheted. Just, yeah, crocheted. But yeah, that was a good bit of fun to make that one. So yeah, then I guess my next like heartache is this, which is my camisole number 5. I finished this ages and ages and ages ago, but I was never really satisfied with the armholes. I don't know if you made it, I'm sure you know all about that. It's just like not really wearable for me, and I had the idea of unpicking the double knitting, and then picking up more stitches so it would be like a little bit, I don't know, higher, and kind of fit better. And so I undid it ages ago, and then a few weeks ago I picked up all the stitches, a few more than I did last time, and I started like the double knitting and I was like halfway along, and then I realized I had done it inside out, and so it looked like actually awful. I was thinking, oh, like maybe I could just wear it inside out, but no, it really just, it's no, because I mean, yeah, it's not that neat. And so it's been on like my whip pile for ages. I just need to knuckle down and redo the armholes, but I've definitely been putting it off because, well, firstly I had already done it fully, and then I did half of it, and you know, everything's perfect on the third time. That's what I have. Just gotta keep trying. I will do it. Okay, so my next whip is another pain right now. Okay, so this is the clematis, I think so, clematis sweater, and it's got this beautiful, oh, I think it's cardigan, but it's basically a sweater because it's joined at the top. It's got this beautiful like diagonal button placket, and I've never made a cardigan before, so I'm so excited to like do the button bit. But this one shoulder and like arm has caused me so much pain. So I did this one and it was perfect. Everything about it is fantastic. It's a tiny little bit short for my arm, but I don't think I'm gonna go and redo it. I've already bound off, tally and bind off. Good job. But okay, so the first time I knit this arm, I used 3.5mm needles, which is what I think I used for the neckline, and it's supposed to be 4.5, but I hadn't really got that far. I think I'd done the short rows and then a little bit of just the decreases and knitting it around, and so I realized that, and I like frogged it all, and so I picked up the stitches the second time, and I don't know if you can really tell, but it's kind of like, she recommends you like pick up a few more around the shoulder seam, and I think potentially I picked up too many because now it has this like little bump and it doesn't look too bad, but I guess I can try it on and it looks dumb. Yeah, but look at this, it's so silly. I don't know how well, I should have tried it on before I finished it off, but I just didn't. And oh, it looks so beautiful. I just wanna wear it. But girl, what did I do? I don't know if you have any suggestions on how to fix this without ripping it all back, let me know. I thought maybe I could like kind of seam it together so it kind of like just tucks in. But then I gave it a go and the stitches looked a little bit messed up. But oh, it's gonna be so beautiful when I finished. I'm so excited. And so I just gotta, I guess, I think I'm gonna keep going with the body, get that all done, block it. Hopefully that will fix this. I know it won't, but I can like pretend it will. And then I guess I'll go back and redo it. Yep, ready. And so then I guess my final few work in progresses, I have these, which they're the Pioneer gloves, and I'm making them in, I think it's like a linen and merino blend from Yarn by the Bay. And oh, so beautiful. I was making the 7 p.m. tank in this yarn and I was using like the most disgusting needles ever. They like, not these ones, but they had like a spiky stuff in the join and it was just like such a pain to like try and get the stitches over, and I was just like so angry and done with that project. I just frogged it all. But you know, how cute are they? Not very practical, not very warm, but I'm from Australia, doesn't really matter, they're just cute. And to be honest, I should have finished this ages ago. I've just been putting all my love and energy into this one right now. But I am almost done. I made a mistake, and I had got to the separation and I was going and I was like, oh my god, this one is so much shorter. But I think I fixed it all up now. I just had done too little I need to do 2 more increases and that sorted everything out. But yeah, they're gonna be so cute when they're done. And then the final is, I guess it's not really a whip yet, but I also, spoiler alert, if you're doing the Stephen West sock knit along, because I do have the swatch here, but I have some yarn ready, and this one is beautiful birdhouse fibers, and she is gorgeous and she looks gorgeous in the swatch. And then I also just have some random scrap sock yarn I had in my stash, because I mean, you know, it's kind of exy, no need to get too fancy colors. But yeah, spoiler, I'll show you the swatch. So I have swatched it all up and it basically meets gauge. Oh, so exciting. It was so much fun knitting and not knowing what it was going to look like. I literally have never had so much fun, and I'm so keen for learning some more stuff as I continue. I've never done a Stephen West knit along before, but I've never made any of the patterns either. And you know, I'm not really into the whole shawl thing, even though the ones that he makes are spectacular. But I thought, a sock, I can do that. I love making socks. Yeah, so that is basically all I have today. I think I'm honestly quite a slow knitter, but I'm gonna keep trucking along on these projects and hopefully they will be done soon. I'll definitely be sharing some more on my Instagram, which, you know, okay, it's A to Z crochet, but I put up a poll and I just checked if people wanted me to change it. Well, I kind of want to change it to knitting, but it was people's vote. They said keep it, so I guess I'll keep it for now. It's a bit, you know, holds a place dear in my heart. But yeah, I will keep posting my weekly stories of my failures. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I know this is a short and sweet podcast, but I don't really know what else to say. And I'm sure I missed a bunch of information, but hopefully I have put it all there. I can put links to the patterns in the description. But yeah, thank you so much for watching.